Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So I'm kind of excited about today's project because I did a very vague, very generic little thing on Facebook earlier when I created these cards. Just something fun and to kind of get your mind to think a little bit. I'll tell you all of that in a few minutes. We'll wait till some of our friends log on. I know it takes a few minutes to get into your news feed. I just looked on my iPad and we are live. So if you're just logging on, say hello so I know you're here. Good evening, Anna. So retreat is in 2 days. It starts Thursday at noon. It's for the first weekend retreat. And then the next weekend starts Thursday at noon as well. So we do 2 full weekend retreats in a row. And the garage, I don't know which way to walk. So the garage door is open, and that's where we hold the retreats. I've never in a million years tried to hide that we are in our RV garage. But I'm so grateful that my husband cleans it out and lets us use it for 2 full weekends in a row. He'll usually come out and be like, okay, ladies, everyone out. I need my space back. But he's obviously just joking. But good evening. Hello, Susan, Heather, Valerie. Hello, everybody. So if you saw my original post a few hours ago, it said if you could solve the little mystery. I know I was very, very vague at that. But it was 128. So what that is you can get 128 cards out of a pack of 6x6 designer series paper if you cut all of your paper in the dimensions that I have for you. And you'll have literally, I think it was 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch strip left over. So you could really probably get more cards if you use those strips. But it was a little difficult to do the math because I had to add, subtract, multiply, and divide, and it kind of boggled my brain a little bit. But I did come up with 128 cards that you can make out of 1 pack of 6x6 designer series paper. So I'm super excited to show you guys. I've created 4 already just to give you a little bit of an example, and hopefully we get enough time to do the other 4, but at least we'll have examples of what they are. I'm going to quickly open this door really quick because it is really hot in here. Hopefully there's no little critters that decide to come in, but I am definitely sweating in the studio today. It's probably because I have a super thick sweater on, but I was cold this morning when I left, so I don't know what it is. Okay, let me get situated, and then I will point you down. Okay, so the stamp set I'm going to be using is Blooms and Blossom, and I want this get well soon. I literally need so many of these cards lately, and it's very sad because I don't like my friends not to feel good. So I need lots of get well soon, but then I got thinking literally 5 minutes before I go live, I was like, how cute would it be to do a happy belated birthday, because I am sometimes a little late when I send out my birthday cards. Sorry I was slow, and I decided to do the little turtle on one of these cards as well. So the possibilities are endless. I will literally tell you that up front. Possibilities are endless with these cards. So the designer series paper I'm using is Sunshine and Rainbows. So you get 48 sheets in a pack, and this is actually free right now. And you need 3 different designs. So you can pick whatever 3 designs you want. And what we're going to do is we are first going to cut it in half at 3 inches. So I have already done most of it, but I did want to just bring one in to show you exactly what I was talking about. So you're going to cut this down at 3 inches, and it doesn't matter if it is directional specific design, because I will show you in a minute on what I did with the directional specific. So this is cut down to 3 inches. So now we are going to cut all of these at 1 3/4 of an inch. So I brought in my little cheater. I know everybody's going to laugh at me, but it's totally okay. I am not the best when it comes to 3/8 and 5/16 and all of that. So 1 3/8 is 2 lines over 1 1/4. So we are just going to cut this guy down to 1 3/8. all of these strips. I've already done all of the rest besides this one, just because I wanted to show you how easy it is to make all of these cards. And look, this is all you're left with, and I'm sure somebody could find a use for that. Okay, so there we go. Let me bring in all of my designs. So you can use, we're going to be using both sides of the designer series paper. So these are the 3 that I have picked. So I'm going to set this aside. I probably should have showed you guys the cards first, but I was so excited I jumped right into cutting paper. Let me bring the cards in. Okay, so this is what we're doing. So these are you're going to get 8 cards out of 3 sheets. So these are the first 4 that I did. And remember how I said don't worry about the directional specific? So this is obviously a directional specific paper, designer series paper, and I just did it sideways instead of vertical. I did it horizontal. I have to think about that one. And it just needed a little bit of glitz, so I put a few of our rhinestones on it. Super duper easy. Thank you, Jessica. Hello, Marie. Oh, Marie's in Hawaii. Hello, Kelly. So let's see, is the card that you make? Yes, I have no idea. Oh, yeah. Yes, I know I was very vague with the thing. I took these in to show Bo, and I'm sure he was super excited that I came up with this, but I'm sure he was looking at me like I had 19 eyeballs because he didn't know what I was talking about either. Okay, so these are the 2 pieces of cardstock that we're going to need. We need basic white, and this measures 3 by 4.5. This one, I'm using all of the colors in the designer series paper. So if you're not 100% sure, on the back, it tells you all of the colors that are in this pack. So this is Magenta Madness, and this measures 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. I did put all of the measurements in before I went live. So I'm going to set that aside. So now I'm going to bring in all of these strips. So what I did is I kind of just played around until I got the designs that I wanted. So you can use both sides. So this one is a directional specific. So we're going to do this one sideways, and we'll do polka dots. So you're just kind of putting a little puzzle together. And then, oh, so this one's directional specific. So we're going to do this one sideways, and we need to swap out. Oh, nope, just flip it over. There we go. Look how easy that was. I don't know if everything's in the camera, but so you have 2 that are horizontal and you have 2 that are vertical. So I'm just going to push these out of the way just so I don't mess up, and then we are going to start putting these together. Okay, let's do the turtle one first because I don't know, I thought he was kind of cute. So this is Bermuda Bay and our basic white. So grab your adhesive of choice. I do prefer to use the liquid green glue. It gives you a little extra wiggle room. So if it's not perfectly straight, you can definitely wiggle it around to get it straight. So I'm going to glue that one down, put adhesive on, and I am going to butt this up to the bottom piece so I have a border on the side and top. Oh, you can hear an ambulance go by. Sorry, I guess I didn't think about the noise. And I want a little bit more of a spacing over here, so I'm just going to scoot that over. See, it gives you a tiny bit of wiggle room. There we go. So we're actually not going to use the Bermuda Bay on this one because this one needs to be a horizontal card. So let's do the original one. There we go. We're going to put some adhesive on the back of this, attach it to your other layer, and do your sentiment. That's as easy as this card is. I think the hardest part is cutting your designer series paper, or picking your designer series paper, I should say. Picking your designer series paper is the hardest. So hopefully I get that in the center. Oh, we're going to flip it over and try it one more time. And this is just a piece of scratch paper. I think it's about 1/4 of an inch wide, and it doesn't matter the length because we're just going to cut it off. And I'm just going to come in and give it a little banner. There we go. Flip it over, see which side you like best. Since I cut the end off, we'll use the other side. Put a couple dimensionals on. Lay it right in the center. Grab some, I'm going to close this so I don't put my hand in it. Grab some diamonds. And I usually only throw a couple diamonds on, but I thought it needed lots. So I think I put, I don't remember, 5 or 6 on each one of them. And I'm going to put a couple down at the bottom. I don't think any card could have too many diamonds. Grab your card base. And it's our normal 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. It is, Murray. Thank you. It is so simple. Sometimes I even overthink things, and I don't think you have to all the time. So you can get 128 of these cards out of 1 pack of designer series paper. So there's that. So let's do one of the horizontal ones. Let's do the hearts. Let's do the heart pattern. So this one, I'm going to glue to the side. And this one, we're going to put the turtle on because I think he's really cute. And you can really use any sentiments or any of our punches. I just chose to do the Get Well because I obviously needed Get Well, but I was trying to find anything that was long. And I thought that looked best with these cards. Okay, oops. There we go. Perfect. Let's glue this down. And with the turtle, I definitely wanted it on a horizontal card. And I already pre-stamped the turtle just to save some time. So I'm just going to come in and banner the edge. And I never use retired products. And I know I probably shouldn't doing a Facebook Live. But this guy is literally so easy, and he's my best friend. So I couldn't not have my best friend on a live. So I'm going to, this one's a little bit longer, so I'm going to put 3 dimensionals on. So I'm going to lay this right there. And then I'm going to come in and put some dimensionals on the back of the turtle. I actually thought the turtle was really cute with this paper. Bright and cheery, and it will definitely put a smile on somebody's face. Oops. Let's see. I think he could be a little sideways. There we go. And I'm still going to put some diamonds on him. Even though it's a turtle, I still think he needs some diamonds. Maybe not as many because he is taking up a little extra space and the other ones didn't. I didn't bone fold my other card. Just remember you glue this on your card flipping up. But if you don't, it's okay. Still send it. I know I've done that more than once, and I've actually sent them. There we go. And I don't think a turtle shell is Bermuda Bay, but this is your card. You can make it whatever color you want. So there we go. Super cute and super easy. Okay, hopefully we'll have enough time. Oh yeah, we will. We'll actually just do these ones at the same time. Let's bring this in. And then we'll bring those in just so I know which way I'm gluing. And I didn't do the math if you wanted to use the designer series paper for the envelopes. So if you want to do it for the envelopes, you will get less cards, but you'll get matching envelopes. Maybe tomorrow I will figure the math out for that. I'm going to glue this piece down. And I'm not pressing them down quite yet. I just want to make sure that I have them evenly spaced before I press it down. That looks pretty good. There we go. Let's do these last two. And then the cardstock I have is Pool Party and Crushed Curry. Those are the other two colors. And I think if you're making 8 cards, you might as well just cut up your whole pack and make 128. These would be great gifts too. If you package them up in groups of 8, and you could do all different sentiments on them if you wanted to. So let's do Crushed Curry. But this would definitely be an easy project for mass producing. Do the good old assembly line. Oh, there we go. And I know you guys are probably going to hate me for having the 3 8s on there, and I do apologize, but sometimes you have to. There we go. Let's bring in our sentiments, and let me clean this off so I don't have Bermuda Bay ink. Perfect. So we're going to do Crushed Curry. And it's upside down, so let's get that right. Okay, I actually have to flip that over because the Get Well is a longer and I wanted it on the whole thing. So I'm going to start the Get Well on one side and then move it over. And I am not worried if it's not perfectly lined up. Actually, that is a little cattywampus. So let's do it again. I was going to say I'm not tragically worried if it's not lined up, but that one was pretty bad. Hopefully that one's better. That's a little bit better. We'll go with it. And hopefully I have enough room to get another Get Well out of Misty Moonlight. Even though I'm using Pool Party, I wanted a little bit darker of a sentiment. Let's see if I can squeeze it on here. Nope. We're going to have to cut a piece. That's what I get for trying to do something new. Okay, there we go. Good thing I have my trimmer right beside me. It'll just take a quick second. And I'm probably going to pull it down a tiny bit. There we go. Easy peasy. Bring in my retired item that I should not be using on a Facebook Live, but sometimes it calls for it. And this one I'm just going to come in and banner just a hair. That one was really close, but it still works. Let's flip these over, add some dimensionals. And we did not do 128 cards on the Facebook Live. We just did 4. And I really think, I hope those ones fit. Oh, it did. So we did 4 cards, but you get 8 total cards out of 3 sheets of designer series paper. Okay. We are almost done. So this one's going to go right in the center. There we go. And this one is going to go over here. And as you can see, so on the turtle one, the turtle took up a little bit more space. So I didn't have to do as many rhinestones. But as you can see on this one, it's still beautiful without the rhinestones. But I thought it was a little naked up top. And we don't need to see anything naked. So that's why I decided to put some of the rhinestones on. So 3, put a couple down here. And I do try not to put rhinestones if I'm using dimensionals, just to save on postage. Sometimes, it depends on who you get at the post office, if they charge extra for the thickness. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So I just would rather not be surprised when I get to the post office and have a $500 bill because I use too many dimensionals. Okay, so let's glue these together. And I will bring in all the cards again. Opening that door really helped. It is definitely not as toasty in here. There's that. Let's add some glue to the back. There we go. Look how easy peasy these cards are, and they are so fun. So I know, oh, you know what? I might be able to, but if I scoot you back, you guys are probably going to see the mess on my table, but just don't look too close. So I might be able to get all of them in here now. So there's those. So these are the 4 we just made, and these are the 4 that I made earlier. Oh, look, it all fits. Okay, so there you go. So there are 8 cards using 3 pieces of designer series paper, and if you don't own the Rainbow Designer Series paper, if really whatever you have would work, but this is free. So any $50 order, you can get the Rainbow Designer Series paper for free, and these will definitely cheer somebody up that isn't feeling good, especially all of the beautiful colors, the brightness of it. Oh, super duper cute. Okay, that is your live for tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Literally, we were only live for 22 minutes, and I talked for a few minutes in the beginning. So that's how fast these cards are to put together. Once you cut the designer series paper, literally, it's an assembly line to get them all done. Super duper easy. And this is something you could definitely do at the retreat, and you could do birthday, get well, thank you, congratulations. Possibilities are endless, I swear. Okay, that is your live for tonight. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. I won't be live on Thursday because that's when the retreat starts, and we're usually right in the middle of getting dinner delivered on Thursday, so it's a little chaotic. So anyway, I will not see you on Thursday, but I will see you again on Tuesday for another fun live. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. If not, we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.